Hey there everybody, welcome back. This is Faye Lorraine, and in this channel we will be sharing anything and everything about life skills, online tools, and entrepreneurship. In today's video, we will be discussing about 5 secrets on how to succeed in college, and I'm so honored to be joined by one of my good friends and also my friend since college. So let's get this started. Okay, so here with me is Mr. Marvic John Leyson, CPA. Hey there, MJ.
Hi.
So we'll share to them 5 secrets on how to succeed in college, right? So I'll begin. So first secret that I could tell is you should create study habits. So with the study habit, what is the advantage of having a study habit is that you get used to studying. So what was your study habit during college, MJ? What was your study habit? My study habit was, I think I have shared this also to my students in the ABM Online Academy. When I was still in college, what I usually do, there is discussion of the teacher every day, and then the teacher usually discusses the illustrative problem. What I do is when I go home, I make sure I go over that particular problem again by myself so that it would have more retention. Then after that, I would also try to answer another problem which was not perhaps discussed in class, so that I could practice the problem and the concept. That's one study habit that I have. The advantage with that is during exams or during the time when almost all of your subjects would have an exam during midterms week, you don't have to really cram many subjects in just one night, no? Become zombies. What do you call that? Become
Basically
studying everything in one night.
Hard.
Yeah, so that's one secret. You should create a study habit and you could follow that one. How about you, MJ? What was your study habit when you were in college?
So one of the study habits I actually use is that note-taking is really very important, no matter the age. So even now with the advent of all the technology, taking pictures, taking images, or taking videos, but there's still something that's important when you're taking notes. It's because you're the one writing it down. You're the one it's more or less like, for me, you're already synthesizing what you've actually learned by taking notes.
Yeah, and that is also very effective, especially if you're in the accounting and business course, right? Because
it's the theory subjects.
It's theory and even the problem solving subjects, right?
Yeah.
In my class also, I don't really allow them to take pictures in whatever I write on the board, except really for very specific times. But most of the time, no taking pictures. I really ask them to write down, because again, it would retain more, right, based on our experience. So
Still applicable right now.
Second secret.
Okay,
You
so
want to share?
So a second secret you can share is to really have a support group. Okay, a support group does not only include possibly your friends, but it will also include your parents as well. Okay, even
or your family, relatives,
yeah,
right?
Family, siblings, even relatives who actually gone through the same journey that you have. So they can actually give you advice. So they can also listen to any of your complaints. We do have complaints, and it's okay to actually voice out your complaints and distress. That's important. And of course, our most vital part of our support group is, of course, our friends, especially our classmates and our schoolmates. So you cannot journey alone technically. So you really need someone to be there for you, someone to be there with you.
Yes.
In the finish line, all of you can celebrate together, diba?
Yeah, because in college, not like in high school. In high school, there should only be one valedictorian, one salutatorian,
That's
right?
not applying
In college, all of you can be summa cum laude, all of you can be mania or cum laude. So you could really win as one Olympics.
But yeah, basically,
Right.
a support group is really vital in order to survive. So basically, not just survive, but probably enjoy college as well.
Yes. And when you have a support group, let's say you studied together, usually, based on my observation also, you can remember a concept more when you have shared it to somebody or when somebody shared it to you.
Yeah, the
It's
teaching
just like the nature of
cycle.
chika. You know, you could remember, because she told me like this, that it should be like this and like that. So you could remember it more. Also, you could remember it better if you have taught somebody about that concept, right?
Yeah, helping out each other. So
that's
if you're good at this certain topic, so you can share it to your friend, and of course vice versa. So it's a mutual relationship, mutual beneficial relationship.
Win-win. Win-win
As long as
situation.
it's within the legal means, of course. So do not help each other beyond what is legal and what is expected of you.
Okay. So let's move on to the third secret. And the third secret is don't hesitate to ask for help or ask questions, because sometimes when we are too shy, when we are too hesitant to ask for help, maybe it's because of our pride or whatsoever. I think this is also connected with having a support system or a support group, but also it applies to don't forget to ask questions to your teachers, but you do it of course politely, okay, and at the right time and the right place. Of course, not in the malls, no? That when you see your teacher, sir, ambush question. But make sure you say it and politely and then at the right time, because also make sure that you ask sensible questions. So if your questions are actually the answers already seen in the book, so asking question would not be that sensible at that point, right? So how can asking question help actually for you to succeed in college, MJ?
Actually, here it's part of the duties of your teachers to actually like answer your questions, and no, it's a good thing if you really ask questions, because that means you're actually taking into consideration the topic or the subject. So as Faye said, so sensible questions comes from sensible thoughts, sensible ideas. So basically, if you've got this idea, what if situations are good to take into consideration, you can ask your teacher, sir or madam, what if this situation happens? Actually makes you think out of the box. It actually makes you think critically, and for me, it's an important skill when you go to work or when you go to college, taking into consideration all possible scenarios.
Yeah. But sometimes, students can be very imaginative,
too imaginative.
Yeah, with the questions, but make sure the questions are also realistic, and the situations, the questions that, or the situations that you are saying, the what if situations could really happen, right? And yeah, still it boils down to asking sensible questions. So we're down now to the fourth secret, which is
so basically the fourth secret is actually getting a sense of motivation, or just finding your inspiration in college. So inspiration not in the form of probably love life, but then again that could be a source of inspiration, but we're talking about a motivation or inspiration that talks about why are you in this career path or in this college path in the first place. So usually we choose our careers or our courses based on a certain thing, certain person, or even a certain experience. So keeping up their motivation or being inspired as you go through college does a lot of wonders technically. So it helps you wake up in the morning, it helps you go through all the hard lessons, it helps you stay up at night to study, it helps you do your projects basically because you're interested in it, you're motivated to do it, you're inspired to do it. So try to find your motivation in college, try to find your inspiration. Otherwise it would really be very difficult to actually go to college without a sense of motivation or a sense of inspiration. Or even the passion, if you can actually develop it right now, the passion of doing whatever you're doing. So basically in college, so like technically in accounting, we have a sense of kinda a bit passion on what we do technically.
Yeah, or maybe it's when you say having the inspiration or the motivation, perhaps it's basically boils down to discovering your why or the purpose of things, because ika nga sa advertisement, no? Para kanino ka bumabangon.
That's
so
true.
When things get tough and rough and you know the why in the things that you're doing, it keeps you motivated. It it makes your what you call this one, eyes on the goal, if that's the right term. Okay.
Anyway, it's okay if you don't have your motivation right now. Just do a bit of self-reflection. You can
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah. And one way to do that is you try to look at this is one of the things that I've been doing ever since also. If you could look into the Ikagai, it's a Japanese concept of discovering your purpose. So maybe I could share that in the description box, you know, where you can see a link of that Ikagai. Or maybe I could post a video in the near future about the Ikagai concept of discovering your purpose. Okay, now to the final secret of succeeding in college is, I think we both agree in this, MJ, you know, that when you are in college, you just don't aim for academic success. You just don't aim to develop your academic skills, whatever your course is, but you should also try to, what you call this one? You should try to aim to develop your life skills. That's why this channel is about life skills in the first place. So life skills would mean you should learn how to develop your interpersonal skills, because when you work, you will not be working alone, right?
Yeah.
So even if you find yourself very introverted, and the fact that when you work, you would be really dealing with people, and you should learn how to communicate with them properly. You should know how to handle your emotions. That's also a life skill. Another life skill would be what?
Grace under pressure.
Grace under pressure.
Example.
Or also about financial literacy. That's very important, which we will be discussing further in this channel, because if you would just focus on the academics, tendency is you would be just focusing on the grades. But school is just not about academics, but it's on the holistic development as a person. Okay.
Basically, the definition of success we have here is not just academic success. Okay, so
how do you define success, MJ?
So
Success. How do you define success in the context of success in college?
Okay, so
Not really success in life, but success in college particularly.
Okay, so yeah, success is really kind of hard to define because it actually depends upon the individual. But then again, we can generalize.
Hello. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the telephone is ringing. That's part of it. Okay, you may proceed, MJ.
All right. So, we can generalize success probably in certain factors and certain areas. So for me, success in college means that you were able to actually get the competencies, the skills that you need.
The program outcomes of the course.
The program outcomes that are sometimes aligned with your own goals. So it could be a balance between your own goals and the goals of the program. But basically, you're trying to get your ideal self. Okay, if you can get that ideal self, basically you've succeeded. So college is all about preparation. So preparation for life, preparation for anything else after college.
Preparation for the real battle after college.
So basically, if you're talking about battle, so basically you should be armed with the weapons that you need.
Not just your academic skills, right?
But you can think of your academic skills as the magic spells probably, but technically we still need to be able to adapt in situations as well. So for me, success means that it's a different level for each person, but technically if you can get the ideal person that you want to be after college, then I can say it's going to be it's a success technically. So if you're able to do that, if you're able to achieve that, then basically you've succeeded in college already.
Okay, so let's do a review on that five secrets to succeed in college. First is make sure you create study habits. Second is to
have your own support group.
Have your own support group or support system. Third is you make sure that you know how to ask sensible questions and don't be afraid to ask sensible questions. Fourth is that
keep your motivation up. So
find an inspiration, Charot, or find the purpose or the why in doing the things that you are doing, so that you would be more motivated and be kept motivated in the things that you do, because in college things would really get rough. Okay,
Very rough.
Very rough. Much more in after college. That's why in after college, the real battle already. So the fifth secret is to make sure you just don't aim for your to develop academic skills, but also to develop your life skills
As holistically as possible.
and be a more of a holistic person. Okay, not just in academics, but also you know how to handle things that would go through in life. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. So if this video was helpful to you, please do like this video, and if you want to hear more about life skills, online tools, and entrepreneurship, please do subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for our next videos. That's it for now. Bye.